A 15-year-old boy squats 120 kilograms. There is a loud crack. A mild fracture at the L4 vertebra. A bulging disc pressing on the nerve. He is not an adult. He is not a professional athlete. He is just a teenager who wanted to grow big fast, look strong early, and feel respected. What he didn't know is this. During puberty, the spine is not finished building itself. The growth plates in the vertebrae are still open. The bones are not fully hardened. The intervertebral discs are softer, more hydrated, and less resistant to sudden heavy loads. But on social media, fitness idols keep saying the same thing. Lift heavy, start early, get ahead. And he believes them, because no one shows the wheelchair inside the gym. This is not a fear video. This is a warning. An unready spine is not a vague idea. It is a biological reality that absorbs every kilogram you place on your body when your body is not yet ready to be an adult. Part 1. Why the teenage spine is not ready yet. From the outside, a teenage body can look powerful. Muscles grow quickly, strength increases fast, confidence rises. But inside, the skeletal system is still under construction. A deadlift that feels successful today can turn into a lifelong injury 20 years later. A 2025 study published in the Journal of Pediatric Orthopedics analyzed spinal tissue in adolescents aged 13 to 17. The conclusion was clear. Teenage intervertebral discs contain more water and softer cartilage than adult discs. This makes them more vulnerable to compression, bulging, and herniation under heavy or repeated loads. Think of a disc like jelly that hasn't fully set yet. In adults, the jelly has firmed up. In teenagers, it still shakes. If you place a heavy weight on half-set jelly, it doesn't resist, it deforms. On top of that, the growth cartilage at the ends of bones, called epiphyseal plates, usually does not fully close until ages 16 to 18 in males. Before closure, bones are still lengthening, reshaping, and reinforcing themselves. They are not designed to tolerate maximal loading. Puberty creates a dangerous illusion. The chest expands, shoulders widen, legs grow longer. Many teens assume their entire body has matured, but muscles often grow faster than ligaments, vertebrae, and joint cartilage. The support structures lag behind. This imbalance is where injuries begin. Systematic reviews consistently show that teenagers who lift heavy weights without professional supervision have a significantly higher risk of lower back injury. When doctors say the spine is not ready, they do not mean you are weak. They mean you are in a phase that requires protection, not pressure. Training is not the enemy. Weights are not evil. But using them too early, in the wrong way, can quietly damage your body with symptoms that may not appear for years. Part 2. The hidden price of training too early. The teenage body is like a car still being assembled. If you force it into a high-speed race, you only notice what's missing when something fails. A 15-year-old once posted online that he could deadlift 110 kilograms without pain. At 18, an MRI showed bulging discs at L4 to L5, sciatic nerve compression, and leg numbness after standing for long periods. These cases are not rare. A review published in American Family Physician shows that adolescents experience disc herniation and spondylolysis primarily due to heavy lifting performed without proper guidance. The most dangerous part is that these injuries often don't hurt at first. They accumulate silently over 1 to 3 years and reveal themselves when adulthood begins. Another review from Orthopedic Clinics of North America warns that excessive spinal loading during puberty can lead to early degeneration. Damage to growth cartilage can alter spinal alignment, leading to scoliosis, chronic imbalance, or reduced height potential. You may gain muscle faster than your peers, but you might also lose 2 to 5 centimeters of your natural height without ever knowing why. Scroll through fitness videos and you'll find buried comments. A 14-year-old using supplements and developing health complications. A 16-year-old squatting heavy and now unable to bend without pain. Another spending months in physical therapy with incomplete recovery. These stories don't trend. They don't go viral. And that silence is why long-term damage is so dangerous. According to the World Health Organization and the American Academy of Pediatrics, training under 18 should avoid maximal loads, prioritize technique, and always be supervised by qualified professionals. The real problem is not lifting weights. The problem is lifting too heavy, too early, without understanding the cost. Part 3. What happens when you overload a developing spine? The spine is not reinforced concrete. During puberty, it is one of the most vulnerable structures in the body. First truth. Teenage discs are more hydrated, but mechanically weaker. Research shows that adolescent discs bulge more easily under load, while surrounding collagen fibers are weaker and more prone to tearing. When you squat or deadlift heavy, lumbar disc pressure can reach 3 to 5 times your body weight. That means a 100-kilogram lift can place hundreds of kilograms of force on the spine. It's like squeezing a water balloon between 2 bricks. Eventually, something gives. Second truth. Muscle growth and ligament development are not synchronized. Muscles get strong quickly. Ligaments and vertebrae do not. One poorly controlled lift can cause vertebral slippage, compression fractures, early inflammation, or nerve impingement. Third truth. Disc herniation is no longer an adult-only injury. Clinical cases now show teenagers developing L5 to S1 herniations after repeated heavy lifting, even without early pain. Studies from Japan report increasing spinal surgeries in young lifters. Early spinal damage does not disappear. It waits. Part 4. How to train safely while still growing. You do not need to stop training. You need to train according to your age. Adults have fully ossified bones and mature discs. Teenagers do not. A load that is safe for an adult can be harmful for you. An adult might tolerate 100 kilograms. You might damage your spine with far less. Think of a young tree forced to endure storms meant for an old oak. It doesn't grow faster. It breaks. During puberty, prioritize activities that support spinal health. Swimming, basketball, body weight training, pull-ups, hanging exercises, and mobility work. If you use weights, focus on technique and moderate resistance. Avoid 1-rep maxes, ego lifting, and axial spinal loading. Heavy squats, deadlifts, and overhead presses should be avoided unless you are older and supervised by a qualified coach. Build your foundation with core stabilization, planks, bird dogs, glute bridges, and controlled hip work. Warning signs you are overloading your spine include persistent lower back pain, posture imbalance, nerve pain down the leg, or chronic fatigue around the neck and shoulders. If these appear, stop and get checked. Conclusion. A good-looking body may impress people at 14. At 18, you may be lying in an MRI scanner. At 25, progress may stall because of chronic pain. At 35, surgery becomes a conversation. All because of weight your spine was never ready to carry. You do not need heavy weights to build confidence or strength. You need patience. You are not weak. You are growing. Protecting your spine today is what protects your future. Train smart. Train for longevity. And remember, strength built too early can become weakness later.